Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I have a major empties video for you guys, so I hope you guys are in the mood to go through my trash and hear about all of the products I've used up over the past couple of months. I actually started off with like a normal decent sized empties bag, and then I just used up way too much stuff, a lot of stuff in really large packaging too, so I had to upgrade to this gigantic bag, and as you can see it is full, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. Starting off, the very first thing is these Bioderma makeup wipes. I was so excited to try these. I got them for my trip back at the end of October, and I was like, these are going to be perfect. I don't have to bring like my big bottle of Bioderma and like cotton pads and everything. It'll just be right here and like ready for me. But these actually ended up being quite disappointing. They just did not remove my makeup oil at all, did not remove mascara like at all. I'd always have to go in with like a separate eye makeup remover, and then afterwards I would have to take like a cotton round with like micellar water or something on it, and I would still get so much makeup off my face. These did not compare to actual Bioderma at all, so I will not be repurchasing. Next up, I have this Ives Naturally Soothing Body Lotion. I feel weird that I've never talked about this on my channel before because this is a product I use like literally like 10 times a day every single day. This is just like my holy grail body lotion. I have used it for years. It's really inexpensive, and it's basically the only thing that never like irritates my skin. I have eczema, and even when my skin is like cracked and like super dry, it never irritates it. So really good stuff. It doesn't feel greasy at all. It's like really lightweight. I've definitely repurchased this. I have like two in my room right now. I have one at my boyfriend's house. I use it all the time. I can't live without it. The next thing is a bottle of the Dr. Bronners Tea Tree Soap. I used this to clean my brushes for a while, and I wasn't a huge fan. It was good for cleaning the beauty blender, but on brushes, if you didn't rinse your brushes like extremely well, it would leave like a residue on them and leave the bristles kind of like crunchy almost. It was really weird. I'm using the bar soap version of Dr. Bronner's now, and it is like a million times better, so I definitely recommend that over the liquid. Literally every time I go to start filming, I kid you not, they start snow blowing my street outside my window, and I'm sure you guys can hear that. It's very loud and so annoying. Like, why? Anyways, he's getting further away now, so hopefully the background noise isn't too annoying. We're just going to continue because I don't have that much time. The next two products I used up were the L'Oreal Fibralogy Shampoo and Conditioner. I actually got these through Influencer, and I actually have a full review video on them already, so I have that link down below if you guys are interested in checking it out. But these did really work well. Like, if I was using them consistently, I did notice a difference in the thickness of my hair. I especially really like the conditioner too. Like, it left my hair like so smooth and shiny. Definitely a good affordable option for hair care. Then I have a bottle of MAC Fix Plus. I've honestly never been a huge fan of this. I've had this for forever, and I didn't actually use this up. I ended up pouring out the last little bit of it because it's just really old. I've never liked this to set my makeup. I always used it as like a mixing medium to wet my brush, and the other day I actually knocked this over on my vanity, and I guess the lid doesn't screw on properly because like half of the remaining product spilled out. Yeah, it was just super old, so I figured it was just finally time to part ways with that. Then I have a body wash from St. Ives. This is the Indulgent Coconut Milk Scent. This is actually the body wash that I had at my family's vacation house. I wasn't like crazy about the scent of this at first, but now it's like the smell I associate with being there, so it's like a really nostalgic, happy scent, and I would repurchase it, but only for at the vacation house. It just makes me think of like being in the mountains and like the few weeks I spent out there this summer, and it just makes me really happy. Side note, it was also really good to shave your legs with. That's all I had out there to shave my legs, and it was actually really good and really hydrating. Then I have an actual shaving product. This is the Gillette Venus Olay Vanilla Cashmere scent. I'm not a big fan of traditional shaving creams. I've never really used them, to be honest. I bought this when I ran out of my L'Occitane almond shower oil because that's what I usually use to shave, and I was just like at Shoppers and they had like bonus points for this or something, so I got it. But yeah, not really a fan, just not my favorite. And then something else that I actually ended up using to shave my legs, which is kind of weird, is the Glam Glow Supercleanse Daily Treatment Cleanser Mud to Foam. I mentioned this in a favorites video a while ago, like back in the summer. I did really like this for using in the shower because I could kind of like apply it and leave it on for like a few minutes as a quick mask. It just kind of like detoxified, and I felt like it did help keep my skin a little bit matte because it has like charcoal in it and everything, but I just got kind of tired of it, so I ended up using the last little bit to shave my legs once again, and it was really nice for that because it has like exfoliating ingredients in it. Then I have dry shampoo on dry shampoo on dry shampoo. I used up 4 cans of Batiste, 3 full size and 1 little travel size. They're pretty much all in the original scent except for this one. I tried the tropical coconut and exotic one is what it's called. I wasn't a fan. I'm going to stick with the original scent, but yeah, I clearly love this stuff. I have a ton of dry shampoos to use up right now though, so I'm not going to repurchase it anytime soon. Another dry shampoo, the Klorane Dry Shampoo with Oat Milk. I just talked about this in a review video and I've had it in empties before, so I'm not going to talk about it now. Then I have the Acure Brightening Facial Scrub. This is a really popular product here on YouTube. I just didn't really like it, to be honest. I didn't feel like it really did anything for my skin, so it's not quite used up actually. I'm just kind of gonna toss it because it's just taking up room in my washroom and I just want to get rid of it because it wasn't that amazing to me. And then I've got like a ton of sheet mask type things. I want to see how many of my Sephora collection eye masks I have in here. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of my rose eye masks. I'm obsessed with those. You guys know already. I use them at least once a week, I would say, on my days off. And then I also used up the pearl one, which I'm not as big of a fan of. But I'm just obsessed with those. They're so insanely hydrating. When I need like a really good dose of hydration to my eye area, I use those and they're just incredible. Definitely try them out. Then I have the little like pore strip kind of set from the Face Shop. Didn't like this because it's really confusing. The instructions on the back are actually like reversed for the steps and I ended up messing it up and it just didn't do anything for me. Then I have one of these tea tree face masks from Moly. I used up 2 of these. I don't know where the other one went. But I actually really like this. I feel like it helped kind of smooth out rough texture on my skin, so I would repurchase those. I probably will next time I do a Sephora online order. Then, oh yeah, this is just a sample, but I got a few uses out of it and I wanted to include it. It's the Clinique Cleansing Balm. I actually really liked this for removing makeup. It was just hydrating and it was just really easy and it left my skin feeling so soft. This is actually something that I think I may repurchase the full size of once I use up a couple other like cleansing oil kind of products. And then also from the Face Shop, I have these modeling gel patch for bright eyes. They're like little eye things as well. These are only $2 and I actually liked them for just like a basic like depuffing kind of eye mask. I put them in the fridge and they were gel, so they were nice and cooling and soothing. I didn't like them as much as my Sephora collection ones, but I would repurchase these because they're so inexpensive. Also the Skyn Iceland eye patches. Can you tell I really like these little eye masks? This one was good too. I've tried these before and I didn't remember liking them as much, but I really liked them this time around. Also refrigerated them and they just left my under eyes looking extremely smooth and bright afterwards. Like I have little just like kind of natural lines under here, not like wrinkles or anything, but just from the shape of my eye. And it kind of like smoothed them out when I used it, so that was nice. Then finally for these kinds of products, I have the Boscia Tsubaki Oil Hydrogel Mask. This was okay. I didn't notice a huge difference from it. It gave my skin a little bit of hydration, but nothing crazy. I have another cleanser. This is the Bioderma Deep Pore Charcoal Cleanser. Also mentioned this in a favorites video over the summer. This was really nice. It had kind of like a minty kind of cooling effect, so really nice for the summer when it was super hot out. And I felt like it did a really good job cleaning my skin. Really good affordable cleanser for like oily, acne prone skin, I would say. Definitely recommend this and I probably will repurchase it at some point. Then I have 2 little eye makeup removers. I'm going to lump them into kind of like one product because they're honestly really similar. First one is the Lancome Be Facile and the second one is the Bobbi Brown Instant Longwear Makeup Remover. These are really similar. They're both dual phase makeup removers that you have to shake up beforehand. Both really good for removing like long wearing waterproof makeup and neither of them irritated my eyes. However, both of them are very expensive. Not a product I would purchase the full size of just because of that. I'm not sure how much the Bobbi Brown one is, but I know the Lancome one is like $35 or something, so just not really worth it, but I'm happy to get these little samples. Another product that I'm happy to get samples of, I have 2 little tubes of the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cream. Talked about this before, I love it, but I just go through it way too fast to justify the price tag, but happy to get samples once again. They're nice to have in my purse. Then I have 2 hair masks. The first is this L'Oreal Renutrition Intense Mask. This is like a deep conditioner that you use in the shower. This was okay. I bought it because it was on sale for like $3 and I've heard good things about L'Oreal hair masks. This one is meant to be basically their most thick and hydrating. It was almost like too thick to the point where I felt like it just kind of sat on my hair and didn't really absorb, so I wouldn't repurchase that. Next one is this one I recently got in Birchbox. I cannot pronounce the name of it. It's something Salon whatever NYC, it's like a French brand. So it's another deep conditioner style mask. Wasn't a fan of this. It had a very intense masculine smell. Like it smelled like a men's cologne in my hair all day and I felt like it just kind of left my hair tangly afterwards, which I didn't like, of course. Then a product I'm really sad to have used up is the Laura Mercier Creme de Pistache Body Scrub. Talked about this a lot throughout the year because I absolutely love it. It smells like pistachio ice cream. I will repurchase eventually, but it's just so expensive. It's so worth it too, but it's just really expensive. Also, I want to repurpose this jar for something because it's really cute, so if you guys have any ideas of what I can do with it, comment down below and let me know. Then I have a cleanser that I literally used once and threw right in here because it was disgusting. This is called the Indie Lee Brightening Cleanser. This was terrible. First of all, it smells really bad. It smells like burning plastic or something like that. Really, really gross. And then I don't know, the way it like lathered up, it was like impossible to rinse off. Like it was like a thick kind of like greasy lather. It was really weird. It took me forever to like splash it off with my face, so really unimpressed with this. It was just disgusting, so I'm tossing it. Next is the Shiseido Perfect Cleansing Oil. This was fine. It did the job of removing my makeup. There wasn't anything bad about it, and there wasn't anything like amazing about it either, so not something I would repurchase. A couple more products that I really didn't like. This is the Hair Care Duo from Beaver Professionals. Such a bad name, first of all, like who the heck names a hair care line Beaver? But anyways, this is the shampoo and conditioner. I brought these on my trip once again at the end of October. Hated these, didn't finish the shampoo. They left my hair so greasy and limp and lifeless. It was just gross. And they didn't feel that heavy when I was using them, so it was weird that they like weighed down my hair and made my hair feel so bad. Another shampoo that I just didn't like, this is the No. 4 Clarifying Shampoo. For a clarifying shampoo, I had to use so much of this to get it to actually lather up and get my hair feeling clean, which is like the exact opposite of what a clarifying shampoo should be like in my opinion. When I use a clarifying shampoo, I want it to lather and I want it to get my hair feeling like squeaky clean, and this just did not do that, so I'm going to stick with my Lush I Love Juicy, which is my holy grail. A couple face powders that I really love. The first is the Urban Decay Naked Skin Powder Foundation. This is like completely empty. I really love this, but I just got kind of tired of it towards the end, so I'm not going to repurchase it right away. I'm also trying to use up some other things. Second one is the Tarte Amazonian Clay Mineral Foundation. You guys know I love this as well. I really, really want to repurchase this, but I'm really trying to use up some other things before I go and purchase more powders. So yeah, I might cave though. I don't know, I haven't decided yet. I used up a few concealers. Actually, first one I'm just tossing once again, but it's like basically empty. And this is Benefit Erase Paste. I just discovered I still have this in my drawers. It's super old, it smells really stale. I'm just tossing it. It wasn't my favorite concealer though. It's like more of a corrector. It's like really salmony, and it's just a little bit too thick. It really creases under my under eyes. I also used up a NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, which I've talked about so many times before, and my Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer. Now, I actually have a video comparing the both of these because they get compared a lot here on the internet. So I have that link too if you're interested in checking it out. And then I also just used up two Anastasia Brow Wiz. This is actually a new product for me. I was skeptical about trying these because I usually go through brow pencils like really, really fast. These actually lasted me a decent amount of time. Like I used both of these up from the beginning of August until now. So I think that's pretty good. I have repurchased them and I do really like them. One is in the shade Auburn and one is in the shade Chocolate. Really, really good options if you have like warm tones to your hair at Anastasia. Then I have this little Beauty Protect Shower Gel. The products from this range smell a lot like pink sugar to me, so if you like that really kind of like sweet candy kind of scent, definitely check these out. Not my favorite personally. Then I used up one of my all-time favorite hair oils, which is the Agave Healing Oil Treatment. This is just amazing and another product I've talked about so much. Final two items, I used up my Cover FX Custom Cover Drops. I love these for adding a little bit more coverage to my foundations. I use this on mornings that I was working to just get like one really even layer of coverage, just really easy and fast because I'm always in a hurry when I'm getting ready for work. But once I started using them on an almost daily basis, I went through them really fast, like faster than I was expecting. Packaging also honestly just sucks on this. Like the inner part here just gets so gooped up and you end up wasting a lot of product, but I probably will still repurchase these at some point. And then finally, as I drop it, I used up my little Laura Mercier Highlight 01. This is just like a little deluxe size sample, and as you can see, it's like totally empty. I've already repurchased the full size of this. It is my go-to everyday highlight. It is beautiful. So yeah, that wraps up my kind of winter empties video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Hopefully this video doesn't end up being too long, but I know it will be anyways. Give this video a thumbs up if you love empties videos as much as I do. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I will talk to all of you in my next video. Bye guys.